Kidna deep in stride, and now a catch and a tumble by Dez Bryant. And the first real big play of this game, it belongs to the rookie Dez Bryant, 45 yards.
Well, you're going to see Dez Bryant inside release, but then he gets back out towards the sideline. John Kidna does a good job of laying it out and giving Dez Bryant an opportunity to go get that ball. We talked to Perry Fuel, the defensive coordinator, and he said the one guy that we have to control is Dez Bryant. He was scared to death of him, probably because in that game in Dallas, Dez Bryant was the only reason that game was even close.
Felix Jones, a tailback for the end zone, and there he is again. Dez Bryant, incomplete. And Bryant wants the sideline to challenge it. There was a juggle, a near catch, and let's take a look. What an effort. Haven't seen anything there to say incomplete. Let's see.
Yeah, I think the fact that they ruled it an incompletion is why it probably won't be overturned. It looked to me like he probably did get his right forearm under the ball, but I don't think there's enough there.
Here it is.
After reviewing the play, the receiver had control in the air. When he hit the ground, he maintained control. It is a touchdown. Dallas will not be charged a timeout.
Under a minute to go, opening quarter here in the New Meadowlands Stadium. And on first down, Miles Austin, what a throw from Kidna. And Austin is down inside the 10, first and goal. 44 yards from John Kidna.
Well, you're going to see the inside release here by Witten. That ties up the safety here. And so it's one-on-one on the outside. And you're going to see the open field there down the middle. And just a perfectly thrown ball there by John Kidna.
The Cowboys, if they wish, could let the clock. Pass is picked off. Intercepted by McCann. No one to get him. Brian McCann all alone. Touchdown, Dallas Cowboys. There are no flags.
As you're going to see, but then he stops right there. And McCann already had inside leverage, but you have got to cross his face once you start there because the quarterback's anticipating that you will, and when you don't, that's what happens.
101 yards on the return, and like that, with the Giants so close to maybe taking a lead, McCann checks out himself up on the big screen. The two head coaches, Jason Garrett's Cowboys, are up by 13. Handoff to Bradshaw. There is nothing there. Skandrick up to make the stop, and this crowd is letting them hear it.
You want to pound on them early and let them give up. And they've given Dallas all kinds of reason to believe.
How about over the middle, Martellus Bennett. Good throw by Kidna. And while we talk about all the things going on around the Dallas, 3rd and 10. Kidna drops it off. That's Felix Jones. Room to run. On 3rd and 10, Felix Jones may take it all the way. Felix Jones will coast for the touchdown.
In man coverage, it looks like right here. No, that's Tuck. I couldn't tell who exactly was supposed to be in man coverage on Felix Jones because they're man elsewhere. And then once Felix Jones gets the ball to the outside, everybody running with their backs to Felix Jones and with a convoy out in front of him. And once Felix is in the open field, he's not going to get caught. You're going to see that they're in man coverage here running off. The problem is there's nobody in the middle that's going to account for Felix Jones. Just a blown coverage there as to who it was that was assigned to him. Whenever you're running a screenplay like that, if you're able to get the ball into the guy's hands against man coverage and block then who's covering him, you got a real chance. Umanura here felt like he got held, and he probably did.
Trouble with the snap. Pass is caught. A block out on the edge. There goes Dez Bryant. Down the sideline. Phillips caught up to him, and by the time Bryant is brought down, we'll see where they're going to mark it. They mark Bryant back just inside the 40.
Well, that's set up pretty well because they put the right tackle, Mark Colombo, out, and then Des Bryant is the one who helped set it up because they had a corner out there to make the play, but when he comes to the inside, then he's got a blocker in Colombo, and then it's a foot race. And for a defense that came into this game being very stingy.
Fake the handoff, Kidna down the sideline. Roy Williams, what a throw. First down and a huge conversion. On 3rd and 22, Kidna hits Roy Williams for 27.
Well, they're in cover two, meaning Terrell Thomas has help, but you've got to continue to slough on that route and not let Roy Williams in behind you. He's expecting safety help, but when you're talking about having to get 22 yards for a first down and no receiver in the flat, that's 2 big third downs. The other one was the touchdown to Felix Jones, and then they get the big 22-yarder for the first down there.
Kidna fires. Miles Austin, touchdown. And John Kidna, who's well over 300 yards now, is having his best day as a Dallas Cowboy.
Gone Corey Webster. He gets him completely turned around. Double move there, post, corner, post. And that's what creates the separation on Corey Webster. It's a heck of a drive right there after the Giants go down to score.
Play clock is at 1. And a bad snap. Manning just able to get back on it. Now it's a loose football. And the Dallas Cowboys take over.
Well, it's 2 mistakes here. One, it's a bad snap by Rich Seibert, but then Eli Manning's got to just fall on this ball. He tried to pick it up and make a play. Now, he didn't realize that he had a Butler right there on his back, but that's a ball you've just got to fall on if you're Eli.
Let's go back to Kevin Booth. It's 3rd and 10. Manning fires, and it's intercepted. Allen Ball. First of his career. And that should wrap up the first head coaching win for Jason Garrett. For his first career interception.
Well, they try to run that double move there to Manningham, and Allen Ball has seen that before. They scored on a touchdown on that play to Steve Smith going back to the last time these two teams met. Allen Ball is anticipating that. He drives on it. He's got the angle.
And Barber gets it again. And that'll do it. Marion Barber brought down from behind with a first down. And Troy, no matter how you look at this game, it's a monumental upset by the Dallas Cowboys. And he is standing by with Pam Oliver. Let's go down to Pam.
With Jason Garrett here, what helped propel your team to this convincing victory?
Oh, I think the guys accepted the challenge of where we were, and they worked really hard in practice this week, and they carried it to the ball game. It was a great challenge for us. It's an awfully good football team that we faced today. They have good players, and they're really, really well coached.
What was your message to the team? I didn't mean to interrupt you there, but what was your message?
Well, the thing that we emphasize more than anything else is trying to be great each and every day in everything that we do. And, you know, I told them on Wednesday that we just need to be great on Wednesday. Let's see if we can be great on Wednesday, and let's try to be great on Thursday. If we keep doing that, we'll stack some good days together and give ourselves a chance to be good on Sunday.
Wade
Phillips. Sacks in 9 games. 3rd down and 10. Lions must get to the 32. Hill in trouble. Down he goes. Jay Ratliff with his 2nd sack of the season, along with Stephen Bowen. Getting a perfect 5 for 5 during this opening drive. Make it 6 for 6. As Bryant to the right, Austin in the slot.
Wonderful goal, jump ball out to Des Bryant. One-on-one.
3rd and goal. There it is, Bryant, touchdown.
I tell you what, he is something special. Houston does a pretty good job. He doesn't get his head around, but even if he does, you saw the height advantage, you saw the placement of the ball by John Kidna.
Their longest drive of the season. Against Buffalo in the loss last week. from the Dallas 33. Hill wrapped up. There's a flag. Down he goes.
That has to cut and change direction. It's going to be something that really hampers Javid Best the rest of the year.
And he has a double case. Turf toe. Here's Brian McCann, who returned an interception, 101 yards for a touchdown last week. And he is tackled by the place kicker, Dave Renner, after a 38-yard return. He has 4 catches today for 23 yards. Now Hill going deep. And a big hit is laid on the tight end, Brandon Pettigrew. 3 wide receivers set for the Lions. 2nd down and 6. Hill in trouble. Down he goes. Back at the 38-yard line. Jason Hatcher, who missed the last 3 games with a groin injury. They must get to the Cowboys 48.
Here comes the pressure.
Big cushion up on the top side with Calvin Johnson.
And it's Orlando Scandrick who bats down that attempt by Hill.
As many guys as you can, because eventually that coverage is going to break down.
Harris punting from his own 33. Goose. Des Bryant will let it go, and it takes a Lions bounce. Again, it's Wendling, and then it's picked up by McCann. And McCann with another big return. Brian McCann blocked down the sideline. Touchdown, Brian McCann. 96 yards.
Heads up play by McCann, because once the kicking team touches the ball, it can't be turned over, so he has nothing but positive things that can happen.
If John Wendling had this to do all over again, you think he might want to just try and catch that and land on his own and down it, but what a great heads-up play by Brian McCann. And watch the block he gets on the sideline by Orlando Scandrick right there. Check the rearview mirror. Exactly. It's always the guy coming from behind. Almost every long return you get that escort out.
And Kurt, so Greg Jennings used to be one of Brett Favre's favorite targets. And Felton loses the football. Cowboys have it. Jason Hatcher, who had a sack earlier, with the recovery.
Jerome Felton had that ball out in the air, out in space. Let's take a look. Handoff right up the middle. Gets a little breakaway. The ball's out. Nice.
Sean Lee
reaching up and just stripping the ball right out from him.
You know, Goose, we talked about running back by committee. You've got Louis Delmas here. You think he's going to slide over and help out.
To the end zone, and the catch is made for a touchdown by Miles Austin. His first reception today in 2 minutes, 43 seconds. They lead the Lions by 9.
Come in, brings his protection to the right side, slips over the top, and look at the position of that throw. Nice job by John Kitten at the line of scrimmage.
3rd down and 15, 11th play of this drive for the Cowboys. Inside handoff to Marion Barber, and Barber picks up a first down on 3rd and 15. He takes it all the way down to the Lions' 5-yard line. A gain of 24.
What a great play call by Jason Garrett. I mean, Detroit is sitting there at 3rd and 15. You've got an opportunity to force a field goal attempt. And they call the running play. Louis Delmas just takes a horrible angle as he's coming up the field from the safety spot. Tough, hard running by Marion Barber.
3rd and goal from the 4. And kicker's pass is caught for a touchdown. Once again, Miles Austin.
We talked to John Kitten. He said he's waited his whole professional career to be in a situation like this in Dallas, where you've got so many weapons, and he's done a great job this afternoon of bringing all those playmakers into the fold.
Nice
Miles Austin, Des Bryant, everybody, Goose.
Nice to have choices, huh, Darryl?
You ain't guys.
His job at best.
You know, job at best, Darryl, we talked about him with the 2 turf toes.
No, he doesn't.
He tries to lower the shoulder there, but if you don't have that push off your feet, off your toes, things like that are going to happen to you. Mike Jenkins comes up and delivers down on the bottom of your screen right here in one-on-one.
Matched up with Terrence Newman. Hill taken down back at the 46-yard line by Jay Ratliff, his 2nd sack today.
Well, there you go, Darryl.
Sean Hill coming off. He may have banged that left forearm on this. But Jay Ratliff just right up the center. But you're on the 35-yard line. You know.
Sacked for the 3rd time today. Felix Jones. Terrific run.
All right, Darryl, who was it that came up like that with their hands at their side? This is a completely different team than we saw 2 years ago, Darryl.
2nd and 17. The screen to Jones. And Felix Jones takes it across midfield.
It's the hair. So that you wasn't questioned. Roland Marion Barber wasn't questioning your eyes, Mike.
How about this? Kitna on the bootleg. Touchdown.
You got it.
On 4th and 1, Kitna runs it in from 29 yards out. The longest run of Kitna's 14-year NFL career.
They're smiling. You know, John Kitna right here running it in for a touchdown. But the whole team is celebrating. That's something that we haven't seen, you know, in a while from Dallas. Last
4th down and 8. Hill airing it out, looking for Calvin Johnson, and Terrence Newman comes down with the interception.
First for Will Smith. On 2nd down. Time runs out. Breeze goes down. DeMarcus Ware, a loss of 12.
DeMarcus Ware, I don't know if it was a bull rush or just hits him with his right arm here coming through and just chunks him. And John Stinchcomb gets off balance, and he's got a straight shot to Drew Brees. That's the kind of pressure that Dallas has to be able to get. You think back to the last.
And on 1st down, Kitna. Time runs out. Now he'll run. 1st down carry by John Kitna. 38. Doesn't bother him.
He always knew he was going to go into coaching.
Play action from Kitna. Pass to Witten for the 1st down. And they go to him and hits him in the helmet. Incomplete. 4th down. And Bush wasn't ready for it.
I think he saw Gerald Sensabaugh coming down on him, and he was hoping that Drew Brees wouldn't throw it to him. He turned, he just couldn't locate it. He got his head turned around expecting the ball, but he just couldn't locate the football.
2nd down and 10. Another long drive by the Cowboys. Good catch by Felix Jones. Room to run down inside the 15. And it started with that good catch. And a good block from Roy Williams along the way. 28 yards, Felix Jones.
Well, John Kitna had to lay this one perfectly over the head there of Marvin Mitchell. And you're right, an excellent catch by Felix Jones. And then down the field, Roy Williams does a nice job right there that allows Felix Jones to get inside of that block. It's a nice drive right now that we're seeing from the Dallas Cowboys. It started on the 18-yard. I mean, I think this is certainly within his range. He just got to hit it good.
Drills it and makes it. Career-long David Beeler, who's been hot and cold, inconsistent. That's his best in the NFL. 53 yards. And it's 20-6 at the half. Stay tuned. The NFL on Fox will continue. 2nd and 2. And they reverse it with Austin carrying it. Williams out in front blocking, and Miles Austin. There are no flags. Jones delivers the block. Touchdown.
see the reverse here, and at one time it looked like the Saints had him bottled up pretty good right along the sideline. Roy Williams does a good job on the outside. That's the second good block that we've seen already here this afternoon by Roy Williams. And it allows then Miles Austin to not have to continue to extend that towards the sideline. But
his way out from under the turf. Kitna with a pocket around him for Witten. Good start to this drive for Dallas. Completion of 20 yards. McBriar hits a booming punt. And from just outside the 15-yard line, Reggie Bush looking for room. Penalty flag flies. Looked like a bad block, and now the ball comes out. Jesse Holley knocked it out, and the Cowboys have the football. There's
now Dallas.
But you're always worried about it. You see, it was that Jesse Holley who comes in and makes the play, knocks it out of Reggie Bush's hands. But you always worry. Consider the fact that Reggie Bush hasn't played in 8 weeks. When you get out there and then you finally have some contact.
Breeze sets up over the middle. The rookie can't make the catch. Sensabaugh picks it off through the hands of Jimmy Graham. Sensabaugh down the sideline. Cowboys take over down 3. Sensabaugh, second interception of the season. Extra men on the rush, and there's Roy Williams inside the 15-yard line. Second down and 6. Kitna throws somehow. Roy Williams makes the catch and spins for a first down. What a catch.
That was a good catch, and he fell down to start with. And yet Kitna hung with him. He comes off the line of scrimmage, and he falls down there because of the contact, but he keeps the play alive. And John Kitna, he had some mustard on that one, Joe. And that's a good catch by Roy Williams in a small space.
A couple of former Detroit Lions hooking up. Breeze steps up and down he goes in the arms of Ratliff.
Well, they got pressure on the outside. Ratliff on the inside. But it was that outside pressure that forced Breeze to step up. And then Ratliff comes up and makes the play.
Kitna throws and hits Roy Williams. What a conversion. Down inside the 15.
With their edge rushers.
Already 5 first downs picked up by the Cowboys. Here's a toss to Choice. Welcome back to Shard Choice. Touchdown. His second of the year.
Well, Keonta Dawson, the defensive end, he gets caught peeking in the backfield, and it's just enough to get to Shard Choice out on the edge. And then Jason Witten, he then secures the outside defender there. As you see, Gerard Powers gets blocked by a performance, but that's been a position they've just not been able to solidify.
Second and 8. Here's one aired out for Reggie Wayne. What a throw, and it's picked off. Ripped away by Alan Ball. Good throw right in the hands of Reggie Wayne, but Alan Ball swoops in for the pick, his second of the year. Over the middle. Pass is caught. Miles Austin. And Austin is inside Indianapolis territory for 22. Manning fires and picked off by Skandrick. Another Manning interception. Skandrick, touchdown. Stepped in front of Blair White and took it right into the end zone, and an extra point away from a 17-0 start.
Well, that's just another throw that you can't make. You're going to see Orlando Skandrick right here, and when Peyton Manning turns this ball loose, he's underneath the route. I mean, there's just nowhere for Peyton to make that throw and think that he's going to come away with a completion. I mean, the relationship there with Orlando Scandrick and Blair White, he had no opportunity for a completion. It's just a bad decision. We've seen a few of those. You know,
it's another takeaway for this Dallas defense, and a 40-yard return by Scandrick. It's 17-0 Dallas.
Last 25 years, Peyton Manning week in and week out has been the most consistent quarterback I've ever seen. That's not been the case the last 3 weeks.
Here's Hart getting it barely from Peyton Manning. He was almost dragged down before he could hand it off.
You're going to see him right here. He just shoots past the gap, and he's in the backfield. Actually, Jeff Saturday, he wasn't blocking him at all. It was right guard Mike Pollock who just failed to come down on him. And Peyton.
Second down and 10, Garcon, and that is well played by the rookie Sean Lee. Second down and 9. Kitten is going to run, and he has run well. Has a 29-yard touchdown run already since taking over, and now he picks up a first down. And now the Dallas Cowboys have Dez Bryant returning the kick right up the middle. And Bryant, the rookie, is out to the 39.
Don't get comfortable with Dez Bryant returning kicks either. No.
Manning on first down, throws it sidearm, and what a hit. Laid on Blair White by Sean Lee. And Blair White just pops right back up. Over the middle, Witten makes a nice catch. Quick throw on a completion to Roy Williams. Picking his way, gets a block from Dez Bryant and gets a first down.
Garrett, you're going to see the upfield release by Miles Austin, and it created some traffic then for Jacob Lacey. He had to come over the top and created a nice throwing lane.
After a 4 for 7 start with 2 interceptions. He's got time, and he flips it, pass caught by Hart. And Hart is dumped by Sean Lee. Fake the handoff on 2nd and 20, and the pass is picked off. Intercepted by Lee. The rookie with his first. Sean Lee. Touchdown.
You know, he's down the middle of the field and just reading Peyton Manning the entire way. You got Blair White who's trying to work then to the seam, but Peyton, because Peyton Manning never saw Sean Lee, and I think part of that, you're seeing Peyton Manning today telegraph throws that you just never saw before. I think part of it is you see Sean Lee right here, and he's just going to drop deep middle. And he's reading Peyton Manning the entire way. You see Peyton, all he's doing is trying to figure out where Blair White is going. And Sean Lee, a rookie second-round pick here, you know, I think he might have kept that ball. Not many guys, and as a rookie, get a chance to pick off Peyton Manning, but he got pressure in the pocket, as you see, and he.
Marvin Harrison. Here's Dez Bryant. A little hesitation. Showing off his speed. Gets by McAfee. Penalty flag comes in. And Tryon saves a touchdown, but a big man. 355 pounds. Here's a toss to Choice. To Shard Choice. Another big run.
By Dwight Freeney. You're going to see him here up the field. And then you get him outflanked. And it works still because you're able to then get Jason Witten up on Justin Tyrone, the corner. And so because Freeney's not staying with contain, he's trying to crash down on.
Nothing's been automatic. That is.
Hold him.
And a penalty flag is down. They're going to have to make him re-kick. And now a flag is down again. Let's see what the call is. Foster took a leap onto a teammate's back. And Jason Garrett, it's definitely against the Colts as they explain it to Jason Garrett. Here's the call.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 68. The defense. Leverage. Half the distance to the goal. Automatic first down.
So now the Dallas Cowboys take the points off the board and have an automatic first down. Watch 68 there leaping on the back of Gerard. So there was no teammate, but he ends up on the back of Gerard. Wide snap. Kitna. Far side. Witten. Touchdown. In front of Bethea. And a beautiful throw from John Kitna for the touchdown.
Hey, just one-on-one on Antoine Bethea, and Bethea was actually in pretty good position at the snap of the ball. Just Jason Witten just outruns him to the sideline there in the flat route.
Kitna fires. Roy Williams. 2 points and a 7-point lead. What a throw from John Kitna. He laid it out there perfectly, and Roy Williams caught it in stride. The Colts defense can't make a stop. Cowboys got another chance because of the penalty. Turn it into 8 points. And on third down. This one for Tammy is tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Lee. The rookie has his second. Jenkins tipped it, and Sean Lee, the rookie, picked it off. And it is the 4th interception thrown by Manning in this game.
Yeah, and this time he didn't anticipate Michael Jenkins coming off of his man and getting underneath Jacob Tammy. You're going to see Tammy right here at tight end running the corner route, but Jenkins comes off of his man, Reggie Wayne, and then he's the one who got the hand on the ball. You see how he falls off of Wayne when he sees where Manning's going with the ball, and he tips it up for another interception.
38-yard try to win it, Beeler. Cowboys win it in overtime. The Colts will leave here 6-6, and Jason Garrett, all smiles, will leave here 3-1. Overall, 4-8. But in this 8-game audition to try and become the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys, Jason Garrett is now 3-1. He's won at the Giants, at home against Detroit, lost to New Orleans on Thanksgiving, and wins at Indianapolis. Take a break and come back. Come after the
familiar with each other. They played together in Detroit. Now you got a double reverse coming up here with Miles Austin taking the toss inside the 30 and spinning down at the 14-yard line. They sent Ogletree around one way and then brought Austin back the other way, 26 yards.
It's one of the most dangerous things about playing a team with a losing record when you're trying to make it on into the playoffs. They have nothing to lose. You're going to see everything. You're going to see reverses. You're going to see gadgets. So defensively, you end up on your heels if you call it anything you want.
Tashard Choice is in the backfield now. The ball is at the 14-yard line. Choice through the middle. Big hole inside the 5-yard line. Shotgun. Getting a short drop, and then he finds Witten for the touchdown. Peyton Manning putting one in overtime. And Vick will throw, and it's incomplete. They get to Vick as he releases it. So he goes down. DeMarcus Ware got there, and of course Andy Reid was complaining to the league about some of the shots that Vick was taking.
Well, one thing you do not want to do is try and block this guy with a fullback. That is sensory overload right there. Without question, the best pass rusher, and those are the kind of shots that if you're Andy Reid, you would like to avoid on your MVP candidate, Mike Vick.
That's exactly right. And Kitna throws, and that is caught by Williams. And Williams gets into Philadelphia territory to the 45-yard line. And Vick under pressure gets hit as he throws, and he had to miss 3 games after that. Out of the gun here. under pressure, throwing, and it's intercepted, picked off by Sensabaugh. And he's tackled by a bunt at the 30-yard line. Gerald Sensabaugh gets it back for the Cowboys.
Well, this is one of those throws. You've got the middle wide open, and he's going to try and lob it in over the top of Keith Brooking running down the middle of the field and just lobbed it too far. But again, pressure coming at him. And the one thing you know about hits on the quarterback is they do add up, and you end up seeing mistakes.
A gain of 22 yards, 44-yard line. There's the fake to McCoy. Vick spins away from Ware, rolling against the grain, has it deflected and intercepted, picked off by Brady James. Dallas.
You can't blame this one on Mike Vick. This is a brilliant scramble play, and Jeremy Maclin's just going to let it go right through his hands. He does the right thing. He comes back to Vick. Great throw. Just bounces right off his hands. That is some throw. You're talking about dropping down sidearm while you're moving away from your body. Put it right on the money.
Opportunity. Second career interception. 8 years in the league. The last one was in 06. Number 2 right there. Gives Dallas the ball and start with a screen to Jones. First down for Jones, and a lot more. Inside the 20, inside the 10. First and goal from the 2.
So many times after a turnover, big plays can get you. And for Felix Jones, I still think this is what he does best. Not necessarily running between the tackles, but you get him in space. He is just so dynamic. What a great job with those offensive linemen.
And he gets hit from behind on a corner blitz by Scandrick.
Great job by Jason Hatcher right here to take the inside move to set this thing up for Orlando Scandrick. He's going to force King Dunlap inside, shorten the edge right there on the outside, and come up with a huge sack. Dallas Cowboys firing a few blitzes.
Well, he had only 2 interceptions all year coming into this game, and he has 2 tonight. And down he goes, and that's Ratliff. As Vick stepped up, big number 90 is right there.
Well, Jay Ratliff was a nightmare last year in those 2 games at the end of the year, and here he goes again. Working against Todd Hermans and just ended up beating him just in one-on-one. And for Mike Vick, he goes, yeah, he says, that's one. I'm going to come back with another one. Really
off the field. He's off right now. Second down and 10. Here comes the blitz. He gets it away to McCoy. That's a great tackle by James. Out of the gun on first down. Over the middle, open. Witten on his feet. Touchdown, Dallas.
Now you're going to see right here the Tampa 2 coverage again. He's going to turn and face the side of Miles Austin in the slot. But in this team, Jason Witten is really the more dangerous threat down the middle on the other side. So every time that Jamar Chaney has turned to face towards Miles Austin, they're simply going back door to Jason Witten and hitting some big plays.
Jason Witten with 2 touchdowns tonight.
Have won the toss. Graham Gano gets things started. Taken at the 8-yard line by the rookie Brian McCann. McCann's had some big returns this season, and he takes it out to the 46 before he's forced out of bounds by H.B. Blades. A 38-yard return.
Interceptions, and he'd get rolling with them. He'd have multiple interceptions during the game.
Sam Pelescu, the Redskins' new punter. Hunter Smith cut this week. Here's McCann, who will turn the opening kickoff 38 yards, and he takes this one all the way down to the 31. It's the punter, Pelescu, who trips him up.
I can't believe he missed the trip. That is unbelievable.
Wow.
That's got to be a flag right there.
I mean, it's a heady play by Sam Pelescu, prevents the touchdown, but come on now, that is as obvious as it can be.
31-yard punt return by McCann, so the Cowboys start from the Redskins 30 as Kitna fires to a wide-open Jason Witten. And the Redskins finally bring him down at the 4-yard line. 26 yards from Kitna to Witten.
You got to love Jason Witten after the catch, Dow. The way he does not go down. Keep trying to get those yards.
Yeah, he's a physical runner after the catch, Tony. You see right here, nice route on the cross the field. Wide open, good step up and throw by John Kitna. But here's your point. Little pie face to Kareem Moore. That takes 3-4 Redskins to get him to the ground.
Got 5 more yards from the time he got hit.
Sam Pelescu joined the Redskins this week.
Oh, tough first play. You know, oh, you tripped me? Okay. I see how it's going to be. Get down this field. There comes the guy. Uh-oh, in the way. Going left. Nope. Hiya. And they never materialized last week.
Terrain had a huge first quarter last week, 121 yards. Redskins fake the end around, and Grossman's pass is picked off by Gerald Sensabaugh, his team-leading 4th interception this season.
So I want you to watch as Rex Grossman goes to the outside. He just kind of floats one out there. You can see right there, Mike Sellers had turned up the field. Gerald Sensabaugh does a great job recognizing the errant throw, and very athletic to get over and get that interception.
3rd down and 8, Cowboys must get to the 17. Kitna steps up, throws, caught for a first down by Witten. Tackled inside the 5 by Kareem Moore. Off the play fake to Choice. Kitna, end zone, touchdown, Miles Austin.
Anthony Spencer on the edge.
Grossman on 2nd and 7, taken down by Sensabaugh. He has a pick and a sack here in the first quarter as we send it to Los Angeles once again. Here's
to keep his hands on you. He's going to stay on his feet. Run away from him. Do yourself a favor.
Pelescu's second punt, taken into Redskins territory, down the sideline by McCann. He eludes Pelescu this time. Wanted on an interception of Matt Schaub in overtime. The end around the Cowboys 15. Off the fake to Terrain. Grossman in trouble. DeMarcus Ware. And for Ware, this is his 5th consecutive season with 10 sacks.
Coming off the bottom, and this is something that hasn't happened enough this year between DeMarcus Ware and Anthony Spencer. They were dominant edge rushers last year. He's gotten to double digits this year, but he was a terror last season. Good job going.
But relax a little bit. Relax.
Choice takes the snap. Jones back to Kitna. Some trickery from the Cowboys. And Kitna's pass is caught by Jones. Wow. It went Choice, Jones, Kitna, Jones. 32 yards.
Well, this is the way you design a play when you're talking about a wildcat formation, because you put your quarterback outside. John Kitna's way up here. Now watch, he's going to come back in. He's going to get back involved in the play. On the reverse, you pitch it back to him. Being able to follow Felix Jones with all that action. There goes Miles Austin right down the middle of the field. He's going to draw all the attention. And you
pass is caught by Witten. It's his 600th career catch, and he takes it in for a touchdown.
Jason Witten down at the bottom. He thinks he can get there and get the interception. The better thing to do is make sure you get the tackle and force Dallas into another field goal down here in the red zone.
Jason Witten joins Tony Gonzalez, Shannon Sharp, and Ozzie Newsome. Only the 4th tight end all time with 600 career receptions. 15 of 21. They get 9 in a row. Another first down. Miles Austin to the Washington 41. Running without 2 defensive players, both down with concussions. Sean Lee and Gerald Sensabaugh. Grossman in trouble. Loses the football as he's taken down by DeMarcus Ware. And the Cowboys recover. Ware the sack and forced fumble.
We all have a perception of what he was in Chicago. We feel he's different. Well, today, we haven't seen a whole lot of change in this offense from when Donovan McNabb was running it through the course of the season.
He was early in the game, and he didn't look like he was dominating, but then they just took him Took him right out.
Second down and 9 off the play fake. Kittner steps up, throws wide open, Jason Witten. And Witten finally brought down by Kareem Moore at the Redskins 20 as we check in. It stays out of the end zone and is down inside the 5-yard line. Second down and 10 from the 25-yard line. Grossman in trouble. Scandrick, down he goes. Back at the 15-yard line, Orlando Scandrick with the 4th Dallas sack.
But Rex Grossman does a good job on this play because he knows he's held the ball too long. So he knows he's going to get the hit. Here comes Orlando Scandrick. Oh, I've held it. He looks up. There he is. Get 2 hands on the ball. Don't give up the big turnover here.
Grossman on 3rd and 20, sacked again. Back at the 7-yard line by Victor Butler.
That pressure works. On the line of scrimmage, even if they didn't come. Washington Redskins offensive line was thinking blitz. Victor Butler comes scot-free. Right.
Wheeler's kick is good. Grossman on 3rd down. He throws and it's picked off by Terrence Newman. For Newman, it's his 9th career pick against the Redskins alone. And he puts the exclamation point on a 3-point victory for the Dallas Cowboys despite the valiant comeback by Rex Grossman and the Washington Redskins.
I think for the first quarter now, John Kitna back to pass. He throws to Miles Austin, and what happens here?
Miles fall down, man. He got to panic, man. You just got to try to do something, get him off the ground, pass interference, man. Cromartie hurt us right there.
Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie makes it 7-0 Arizona. Then he tries to throw to Roy Williams, same thing.
Man, Roy looking inside at the DB, man. It pops off his back shoulder. He should have batted that down. Guy goes to the end zone. That's not right.
Greg Toller pays the toll, goes 66 yards, 14-0 Arizona. Then Skelton back to pass, and he'll find Andre Roberts in Roberts' neighborhood. Who are these guys beating us today?
I don't know, man. All they had was one guy, man, and that was Larry Fitzgerald. We got a guy getting a touchdown. We never had a touchdown before.
74 yards, first touchdown pass for Skelton in his career, 21-3 Cards. Kitna throwing to Sam Hurd here. The pass is incomplete, but Kitna gets leveled on the play. He suffers a hip pointer, and he really showed what a game guy he is continuing to play in this thing.
Nice, ugly hit there.
So Stephen McGee, the number 3 quarterback coming into the game out of Texas A&M, and he hands off to Marion Barber. Probably a good play call there.
Oh, yeah, nice long handoff.
24 yards there. And then Kitna would be able to kind of gather himself, get back into the game, but a lot of pain throwing the ball with that hip pointer. Finds Jason Witten.
Superman.
He has been something special, hasn't he, Nate?
Yes, he has.
21-10, Kitna loving it, but still in a lot of pain, unable to go. Really shows you why the guys gather around him, rally behind him, because he's such a gamer. So McGee comes into the 3rd quarter, and he'll give it to Marion Barber.
Barber finding himself, man. 3 weeks off, feeling good. Oh, bad move. Great Barber run, bad Barber helmet off.
Well, that gave you an opportunity to go for a 2-point conversion, but because of the penalty on the helmet being taken off, they can't go for the 2, so that would prove to be big later. But here's McGee, matriculating the ball down the field in a big drive.
Oh, yeah, man, doing something he couldn't do at Texas A&M, baby, throw the ball.
That's right, because all he did is run there. Good line. Look at this pass.
Whoa.
But there was pass interference there. That was huge. That would give the Cowboys a 1st down and set up the play of the game. Take me through it, Nate.
Look at that. Boom. Finds the receiver. Miles Austin. Oh, doing what he does best, making big plays. McGee, you're looking good, and you're giving the people hope in the future.
Then David Beeler misses the extra point. David, what? Oh, no. So the Cowboys only lead by 2. So then John Skelton back to work. They did a great job on Larry Fitzgerald. This is his first catch of the game. It's on a 4th and 15.
We stopped them all game. They come back, make plays, man. Dude named John Skelton come down. Kicker makes a great kick right there. Ends the game, ends the hope of the lone.
Bonehead plays, Barber and Beeler.
Barber comes back off the injury 3 weeks, makes a great run, gets into the end zone, cuts, does what he does best, gets down into the end zone, pounds his way. He gets too excited, forget what he's doing, takes his helmet off. We could have been in position for 2, but now we have to kick the field goal, the extra point. Bad move. Great run, bad run. Bad move for him. Right here, David Beeler, whatever you want to call him, this guy's been inconsistent, and it's hurt us.
Steven stepped in and did a great job, you know. Whenever you step into a situation like that where they're like, hey, you know, you're the quarterback, 4th quarter, down 10 or whatever we were down, it's definitely a, shocking type situation for some people, but he stepped in, did a good job, and that drive at the end was, awesome.
I was shocked that Kidna got hurt. You've seen him take so many hits and do such a great job, and he always gets back up, and yet in the back of your mind that it could happen, that he could get hurt, because you've seen Romo get hurt, and it's tough not getting any reps in practice, and not having never really thrown a pass to Witten or Miles or those guys, and not having much timing, and especially with cadence with the offensive line. There's a lot of little things that you don't really think about that are a big deal, and so. Like I said, though, those guys did a great job of making it easy for me, making plays, and it was a shocker for sure when he went down, and I just tried to go out there and have fun and play ball, like Coach Garrett said, just burn at high school again.
The Eagles. Jamar Adams starting. He was called up from the practice squad this week. And this is Miles Austin, who picks up a first down and more all the way out to the 48-yard line before to work from their own 17-yard line. And off on first down, Felix Jones. Jones picks up a first down and is finally shoved out of bounds. Nicknamed the Pro Bowl starter and quarterback for the NFC. Here's Cobb on 3rd and 3. Has the football knocked away. It's scooped up by DeMarcus Ware, and he takes it in for a Cowboys touchdown. Now Jerry's happy.
Again, you break contain. I know it's hard. You've got to tuck the ball away. You've got it out like that. These guys are coached so well. Look at Anthony Spencer. As he comes down, you can't help but see it right there. DeMarcus Ware hustling over is able to scoop that one up. Before you've got to get 2 hands on it. He's not outside of the danger zone yet. It's a physical season. You got bumps and bruises that you didn't even think about, and right there, just little things like that, they add up during the course of the year. You don't even take into consideration, all those hits right there.
McCann's 6th fumble of the season from the 34-yard line. As Cobb is wrapped up from behind once again by DeMarcus Ware.
When you look at Dallas's defense, and you are going to take the field with a lot of backups in place, and I think that this was Marty Morningweg's big concern with Kevin Cobb being out there. Have I given him enough?
Cobb steps up, fires downfield to the end zone. It is picked off by Gerald Sensabaugh as the first half comes to an end. Mike McGlynn in at center after the injury suffered by Max Jean Gillis. Cobb intercepted, threw it right to Terrence Newman.
Kevin Cobb's got to do a better job of recognizing that one. That was an easy one for Terrence Newman right there. Watch the backfield flow. It's going to be play action to the right. They don't have anybody coming this way to control Terrence Newman. So when there's no flow his way, he's able to look right at the quarterback, read his eyes, and come off and get right in the throwing lane.
And the last game started by Kevin Cobb. 2nd down and 9. McGee hit as he throws. And the catch is made in Eagles territory by Miles Austin. McGee on 3rd and 12, gets away from Tapp, looking to run for a first down. He's got it. on the dive inside the ever. And that 94 championship game, Darrell, Jason Garrett referenced that game to his team this week. As Cobb moves to his left, and Spencer's got him down at the 25. You guys fell behind 21-0 midway. 2nd and 10. McGee complete to Jason Witten. Witten inside the 30, still on his feet. Witten inside the 10, and finally forced out of bounds by Hughes. And from a touchdown.
Felix Jones gets just enough of Keenan Clayton to get him knocked beyond the pocket. A great catch and run. Look at 15, Manny Johnson down the field, blocking Brandon Hughes. Great effort, recognizing that your tight end is breaking tackles, coming your way. Lock onto the guy, get him a few extra yards. And
McGee's pass is caught and taken in for a touchdown by Jason Witten.
I think the Ravens, you know, they got some momentum, but they've been up and down this season. And Kansas City scares me a little bit. They got some talent over there.
DeMarcus Ware, sack number 3.
Marcus Ware's been on fire, aren't they?
yeah.
Cobb steps up, fires downfield, and it is Terrence Newman who comes up with his 2nd interception of this